Hello everyone, my name is Huiyue Kang. Today I would like to share my research findings from this course, focusing on the challenges faced by the fashion industry. The fashion industry is a topic that I'm personally very interested in, so I researched a lot on it during this course. Under the two themes of decolonization and sustainability, I explore the issues within the fashion industry. Starting with decolonization, let's first review the colonial history of cotton farming. Cotton production played a huge role in the British Industrial Revolution, but it was also linked to the exploitation of labor in India and West Africa. Even today, similar issues persist in the fashion industry. For example, in developing countries like Bangladesh, workers are still paid very low wages to produce goods for fast fashion brands. The Rana Plaza collapse in Bangladesh, which resulted in the deaths of over 1,000 workers, is an undeniable cost of cheap fashion. Cultural appropriation is another big issue in the fashion industry. For example, Louis Vuitton used a dragon element for their Lunar New Year products, but the dragon was in a Western style, not the Chinese style. This shows how cultural differences can be overlooked and how brands can use culture for their own gain. This reminds me of a discussion in my group. I initially thought the controversy over Han's advertisement was related to food culture. However, after talking to a black teammate, I realized the controversy is about bias of a black family. This made me reflect on how a lack of cultural understanding can lead to misunderstandings. And I realized that when using cultural elements, I need to clarify the motivation behind their use and ensure respect for the culture. In terms of sustainability, I use a pair of jeans as a starting point to explore the environmental impact of the fashion industry. A pair of jeans requires a significant amount of water from cotton farming to production. Additionally, moving fashion production to developing countries has shifted pollution to places with poor environmental controls. Furthermore, the fast fashion model encourages short-term consumption, leading to a large amount of clothing waste, much of which cannot be recycled. Through my research on these two themes, I developed a critique of sustainability in the fashion industry. In my research of clothing tags, I found that many brands promote the use of recycled materials. However, materials are only one aspect. Sustainability also includes fair labor practices, effective recycling, and other factors. So just focusing on materials isn't enough. As a graphic designer, I also thought about how I could use design to communicate these issues to the public. I studied the work of designers and analyzed their design strategies for environmental themes. Helen Kirkham, for example, deconstructs and reconstructs old sneakers to showcase the potential of discarded materials. The design of the Ecological Citizens website emphasizes eco-friendly principles, such as low-energy color schemes and energy-efficient image formats. In addition, Hannah Stripkirk's artwork reprised nature through crochet and embroidery, symbolizing the fragility of ecosystems. Her visual language drew inspiration from natural patterns like moss. Next section links to my work in the Thursday module, which involves critiquing greenwashing in brand marketing. I learned how some brands use sustainable visual strategies to cover their true environmental impact, such as marketing their image with natural elements and using concise slogans to gain consumers' trust. I believe designers can reversely use these strategies to expose the real environmental problems of brands. For instance, I also considered using slogans to point out the phenomenon of greenwashing. Based on my research, I created a lexicon to define these terms and to reflect on how designers can use these concepts in their work. Finally, I would like to summarize my learning in this module. This module made me realize that as a designer, it's important to define my role and reflect on my research from a design perspective. I hope to continue improving and apply this concept to my design practice in the future. I hope my research has offered some valuable insights. Thank you all for listening.